my father started off a printing company, a label company called Deco Labels and Tags in 1962.
Okay.
And we make pressure-sensitive labels, stickers, decals. I was in the business approximately 10 years before I got into politics. After I left university, I ran my dad's company with my brothers. Mm-hmm. And the reason I got into politics because I was fed up with the nonsense that I saw on TV, and then I had to experience it firsthand over a simple situation as a cracked sidewalk. It took me 1 year to get someone to return my phone calls. And then I saw the shenanigans, all the scams they were pulling, all the corruption that was going on, and I was so fed up that these people were getting away with it. I said, well, I know I could do a better job because I take a business approach to politics. In business, when a customer calls me for labels, I go right to the front door to serve them. In politics, I take the same approach. When a constituent calls, they want their tree trimmed, they want their garbage picked up, they want their sidewalk fixed, whatever the situation may be, I'll personally return their call and I'll go right to their front door to serve them. So I ran in 1997. I lost by 1,000 votes, but I knew I had what it takes. And then I ran again in 2000 and I got elected. As a city councillor, we make $100,000 a year. That's a salary. That's good money. On top of it, we have an expense account of $53,000, tax-free. And they camouflage it and they call, oh, it's an office budget. It's nonsense. It has nothing to do with our office. We get free limos, we get free lunches, free dinners, free hotels, free trips. What does that have to do with your office? It's a scam. It's just a waste of taxpayers' money. Well, that's like taking milk away from a baby. These guys are. It's like a sense of entitlement. I deserve it. Well, I got news for you. You don't deserve it. If we had a surplus of money and everyone was well off, no problem. But everyone's paying more taxes now. Prices are going up. City has more debt than it ever has. How can you sit there and justify taking all these perks? When you get on the bus, you have to pay $2.50. We get a free Metro Pass every year. When you go to the zoo, you guys have to pay for your parking, for the admission, for rides at the zoo. We get in for free. When we go to the CNE, Canadian National Exhibition, put on every year, you have to pay your money. Everyone else has to pay. Councillors don't have to pay their money. We get in for free. Why? We're making $100,000 a year. Why should we get all these free perks? I'm just an average person, and I'm sick and tired of these councillors getting all these free perks, and I go down there and fight every year at budget time to eliminate it. And for example, golf, it's something as simple as golfing. We get to go and play a round of golf for free. Everyone else has to pay $70 or $80 for their cart, for their green fees. City councillors don't have to. Get on there for free, bring your friends, have a good time. Because I'm not a politician, I personally don't like politicians. Politicians, you hear about them, scamming or ripping people off. Yeah, I see it day in and day out. I see it just, like I said, about the expense account. They go out and wine and dine at taxpayers' expense, and they think, they can walk on water. Well, that burns me up. So I'll speak. I don't prepare my notes. I'm not a polished public speaker and have a speech written in front of me. I speak from the heart. I speak when the small guy out there that can't get anyone to return their calls, they call me for whatever reason, I will personally call them back. I'll personally go to their front door to serve them, no matter what the issue is. None of these other councillors will do that down there. And I will say whatever I believe in.
And you also made comments about bicycle lanes.
Yeah, what happened, I'll tell you, there's a huge controversy right now, or animosity between people that drive to work and people that ride bikes. I don't know if you've ever driven downtown, but you drive around Dundas or down Queen or anywhere in the city, there's fist fights in the middle of the street between bicyclists and motorists. People that are driving cars are cutting each other off, and I saw 4 people get hit last year. And something has to be done. I have nothing against cyclists. I think it's great. But if we're going to have bike lanes, you have to have some sort of barrier, not just a white line here. We have to have some sort of barrier that the cyclists can't come into the traffic of the motorists, and the motorists can't cut off the bicyclists. But when you see 4 people get hit, like I saw right in front of me, and I see people getting out and having fist fights right in the middle of the road, there's a problem. There's a problem, I believe, in helping youth out. In high school, if it wasn't for football, I don't think I ever would have went to university. If it's soccer, basketball, kids need an out. They need extracurricular activities after school. And I saw, once I got to university, I came back to my old high school and they didn't have a football program. And I thought, this is wrong. And kids, if they have too much time on their hands, they're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So I thought, at Don Bosco, it's an area of high needs. A lot of the kids come from broken homes. And I felt sorry for him. And I went into the school. I said, "You guys want a football program?" They said, "Absolutely." So I went in there, put my own money into the program, bought all the own equipment, and now we started off with one team 8 years ago with 30 kids. Now I have 2 teams, a junior and senior team with over 80 kids.
Wow.
Some of my kids now get scholarships down in the United States, and it's a win-win story. The kids have to go to school, helping people out. I go into some rough places, some government housing buildings. Some of these people have nothing. My heart bleeds for them. They can't get anyone to come over there, no one to help them out. They have holes in the wall, they have cockroaches running on their floors, they have mice around, and no one's willing to help them. I go in there, I get it all cleaned up, get a nice apartment, cleaned up for them, get the cockroaches out, get them on a program to help them out, and for them to smile and say thank you, that's all I need. That's the biggest reward, and for anybody, it's just helping people out. I've been very fortunate in life, and if I can help somebody out, that's what I want to do.